Republican candidate for governor Kari Lake rolled out her plan to give citizens a tax cut on groceries and home rentals.
Lake wants to wipe out the taxes cities collect when you go to the grocery store, like when you pay rent. But there are questions about how Lake would pay for that tax cut. News 4 Tucson's Destiny Quinn has more.
Lake believes these tax cuts will address inflation, a top concern for the candidates for governor.
One of the concerns I keep getting from people from all walks of life is, wow, we can't afford just the basics anymore.
Lake shared her ideas in a Glendale meat market.
This will put $500 million back in the pockets of Arizonans.
Here's what we know about Lake's proposed elimination of the tax on groceries and rent. Lake's tax cuts wouldn't deliver much in the way of savings to residents of Phoenix. The city doesn't have a food tax. Neither does Tucson or Mesa. As for the 2% residential rental tax, according to the U.S. Census, 4 in every 10 housing units are rentals. A tenant in the average one-bedroom apartment would save about $28 a month. Lake wants to pay for what could be a $500 million tax cut out of the state's budget surplus. But the state's independent budget crunchers project the next governor will have a surplus of just $2.8 billion to work with. The surplus is projected to plunge as low as $142 million 2 years later. The projections mean Lake and the next legislature might not have a large enough surplus to cover hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue lost by cities all over the state. Those tax dollars help pay for vital services like law enforcement. From the Pima County Recorder's Office, Destiny Quinn, News 4 Tucson.
And Lake's opponent